This is Chris Kell with LakelandLocal.com with an innovative solution of imparting fundamental movement skills to your child. Now, one of the things that we talk about in our article is the fact that we must learn basic movement skills such as balancing, running, jumping, throwing things before we get into higher level activities such as, baseball, soccer, whatever it may be, that kind of incorporate all these things together. One of the biggest problems with kids that just go straight into sports is that they don't possess these fundamental movement patterns. As a result, they perform poorly when doing things like changing direction, moving around. They develop kind of they're not good at the sport, therefore they kind of develop a dislike for it, and that kind of augurs itself to the dislike of exercise as an adult. Something we see a lot. So with that said, just setting up simple stations in which we kind of pair movement skills together, such as in this example we're going to do balance, throwing, and jumping, is a great way to just kind of teach general skills before we get into specific movements. And really with this, we're going to keep this to a 5 to 7 minute circuit. This kind of matches the kids' attention span and allows us to make a game out of this versus using it as exercise. So we're kind of disguising this. We can set up various stations with kind of the skills that we list in our article, and that way, we can make a family day of it. You can participate as well. It's also a great way to train adults and just kind of take it back to the basic movement qualities and help to, build a better athlete. So with that said, once again, the qualities that we're going to train today are throwing, jumping. I'm actually going to add pulling in there as well. All right, so our first exercise is just a single leg balance with a medicine ball toss. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to stand on one leg, toss against the wall, and attempt to maintain balance pretty hard for 10 reps on each side. All right, from here, I set up a mat. All right, I'll pull it out a little bit. Okay, what I want to do is just attempt to land on this mat quietly. One of the things that we want to teach when we're jumping is landing skills. So I'm just going to put this out here. I'm going to ask the kid to just take a small hop, land on the mat, land on the target. We call it target practice. So again, 10 jumps. Okay, and then we're going to finish up with just a simple TRX throw. Okay, and again, this is pulling skill. We want the person to keep the shoulder blades down and back, chest is up, bring everything up together, and again, I'm just looking for 10 reps here. And the way we would do this is similar to just a normal metabolic circuit, and that we will structure it in an interesting way. So with this, we'll do these 3 exercises, set the clock for 5 minutes, and ask the person to go from 10 to 1. So we want to get as far down that ladder as possible with good form. That's the stipulation, especially when teaching these skills. So it's not necessarily something we want them rushing through, but at the same time, we want to add a little bit of urgency to it. We want to make it fun. Maybe add a prize if they get to a certain level or if they achieve a certain objective at the end. And that's a really good way to keep their attention and just rotate them through various stations. That can be up to 30 or 45 minutes. The beauty is they never get bored. We're disguising fitness or exercise as fun and games, and that's our tip for the week.